Okay guys, so today we're down by the tracks and the river looking at a range of different fire steels. Now we're focusing on urban survival today, so we're going to look at the main pros and cons of these in an urban situation. So first off, we've got the Gerber Bear Grylls series fire steel. Now this one is medium length and it's quite a fat rod, so you can throw some pretty good sparks. It does come with a striker that you see here. It comes with a bottle opener and this sort of ridged edge here. It's pretty good for making feather sticks. Here you've got the Friendly Swede magnesium block, and this comes with a fire steel built in. Also comes with a striker. Now this one also has a sawtoothed edge here, a bit difficult to see on camera, and this comes with a small chain to attach them together. You've got your Swedish fire steel here. This is a Light My Fire. Now this one has a whistle built into the striker. Comes with a little lanyard kind of thing and two really nice grooves for thumbs, so I really like this aspect. Again, it's medium length, a little bit thinner than the Gerber, but again a decent sized rod. Here we've got the Carrymore fire steel. Now this is obviously much longer than the others. Again, still quite large, still quite fat around the rim, so that's quite nice to have. And again comes with a striker like this. This one's got a dig here and a sawtooth edge here. So either one you can make using for feather sticks. Here we've got the Ultimate Survival Tools one-handed striker. Now this collapses down like that and you just pop it open like that. Now here, this isn't a brand name by such, but basically it's just a buckle that I picked up that I wanted to try out. It comes with a whistle, the steel is in here and the striker just comes out like that. So that's quite a nice feature, because if you don't have the striker that comes out, you're going to find it pretty difficult to get a lot of leverage on it for making fire. Today we're just going to use simple cotton wool. We're not going to use Vaseline or anything else like that as an accelerant. We're just going to keep it nice and simple. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so we're starting off with the Swedish steel. Now I like this one because you can get the good grip, and let's give it a go. And there we go, there's only about 3 strikes on that one. The action is pretty good, however with this bit of lanyard here, this bit of cordage, it is a bit tight. So you might want to remove this and add something else so you can keep these parts together. Okay, next up we've got the Carrymore with the Carrymore striker. So let's give this one a try. It's a much larger rod. The handle at the end is a bit square, so it's more difficult to grip. But if you loop your finger over like that, it gives you a bit more purchase. Okay, so that was again about 3 strikes. Again, this isn't a bad steel. The length of it will give you a longer life on the rod, but again, it is a bit trickier. This striker also, the edges are kind of rounded, so it's not, you're not going to sort of grind at the rod so evenly. Alright guys, next we're looking at the Bear Grylls Gerber striker. Now this one is actually a little bit similar to the Carrymore in regards to the handle, but for some reason it seems to give me better purchase. Maybe it's just the size of my thumb, I'm not sure. The striker here again is rounded on the edges, and the bottle opener is a nice touch, but again that's not really what we're looking for. Okay, that went up in only 2 strikes. Now, what I will say about these rods is that the Gerber company does make decent products all round. This one does fire off some pretty hardcore sparks, especially if you pull back from the striker, not towards your tinder, because you're just going to knock the sparks everywhere. You can control it better if you pull back. Alright, next up we're looking at the Friendly Swede magnesium block. Now I'm not even going to take shavings off of the block because I just want to see how the steel works. I've tried the shavings before because I bought this as a set of 3 and they do really help, but at the same time let's just look at exactly what we want with the striker. Okay, 3 strikes on that one, and that was 1 strike even just taking off the black coating of the rod. What I've got to say about this kit is that the striker itself is fantastic. The edges are very sharp, and just this sawtooth edge here, now I don't use it on the striker, but it does really help to take those flames out. Now what I can do here is just try one more time with this side of the striker, and you can see already we're getting a lot more sparks. Just here though, what you've got to do is take out big chunks of your rod. maybe you can see on camera, it's already sort of grating it up. So what you want to do after that is just use your striker and smooth it back out. Like that. And there we go, starting to smooth that out. Alright, now we're going to look at the ultimate survival skills, one-handed striker. Now the thing I have with this is that doing it on the dirt is quite difficult. It's just going to sink straight in. So it can be done, but it's a lot trickier. We'll do this again also on concrete just to compare. So let's have a look. Okay, so we did get it lit, but as you can see, you're getting a lot of dirt dug in there, and you spend a lot of time cleaning it out, especially from here. Now, I'll show you again on concrete, just to show you really how many sparks this thing can kick out. Now, it kicks out a lot, and the nice thing about it is, it just clicks in like that. Okay, and once again on concrete. There we go. Now the good thing about this is when you push onto this section here, it engages a little striker inside here. Now when you get it down at the right angle, you're going to generate a lot of sparks. And the great thing about it is they're all contained to the very small area that you're trying to hit. Again, it all depends on having a good surface really. Alright guys, the next one we're going to be looking at is our survival bracelet. Now it just looks like that, and we'll get it going. If the wind doesn't blow my tinder away. Alright, now this just pops out like so. Now the problem I have with this is you have to really bear down on it, and it's quite difficult. There we go, alright. Now that was a pretty good trial there. Usually it takes me a lot longer with this, but this just goes to show that sometimes it can take a while, but every now and again you do get a good spark off it. And now I'll just click back up like that. The one thing people have said before is about losing this striker. Now on mine, there's a nice little dent, a little groove here. So that means when the buckle's locked up, it's not going to come out. It's got nowhere to go. At the same time, it is easy to lose something this small. So you might want to have a backup ready just in case. There we are. Guys, now this last one here isn't introduced in the video, but I wanted to chuck it in anyway. Now this is a very old school fire and steel that I picked up from a temple in Japan. Now as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. It's just a big chunk of steel and a rock. Now I'm not exactly sure what this rock is, they couldn't tell me when I bought it, but I'm trying to find out. So if anybody knows, please leave a comment in the comment section. Now I've never been able to get this going before, but we're going to keep giving it a try anyway. Say it's pretty hard. I mean, I'm only getting 1 or 2 sparks off it, and they're pretty small. I'll put it down and see if I can get some more purchase. Right, let's pick it up and see what we can do with that. Right, so as you can see, every now and again I might get a spark, but it's pretty difficult with these. That's just a little bit of fun I wanted to throw in the video, just so you guys could have a look.